I'm at the Rainbow in Digbeth with Alabaster. How are you guys doing?
Wicked.
So if you could just kind of go one by one, introduce yourselves and just give me one word on how you describe your music.
I'm Leah Plant, and I would say funky.
My name is Kai Tolkien, and I'd say fresh.
Hi, I'm Jamie, I'm on drums, I'd say energetic.
I'm Jack, I'm the guitarist. I describe our music as electric.
I'm Ben, and I'm the bass player, and I describe our music as good. It's good.
Wow, very
Very
good. I'd
good.
hope so, to be honest. I'd hope so. And then if one of you just want to volunteer yourselves to explain how you guys all met, how did you all form as a band?
Well, I've been in the band for 3 weeks, so probably not me.
It started in 2023 with Kai and Jamie, and it was called something else, and the members sort of shuffled around a little bit, and then I met Kai, they needed a singer, here I am. And then we met Jack, and then recently we met Ben, and Ben has become part of the group.
So your gig tonight, are you excited? How are we feeling? Nervous? Excited? Apprehensive? I'm hyped. I'm ready.
I think we do it quite a lot. We're quite comfortable on stage, and
Love to see it.
you know, it's like second home, really, second skin.
I love that. And do you guys have any like pre-show rituals other than maybe like a shot or a beer?
We're being subsided.
We're relocating.
One of my pre-gig rituals is a Subway and a Nuki.
What's in your Subway order?
It's an Italian BMT with salad, mayo and sweet corn
Okay.
on Italian herbs and cheese toasted.
Okay, I'll give that like an 8 out of 10. That's pretty good. That's all right.
8 out of 10.
That's all right. So your music has a lot of influences from like Led Zeppelin to Black Sabbath. By the way, did any of you get Black Sabbath tickets?
No. I tried 3 times and cried on the toilet.
That seems to be the general consensus, is just no one could even get on the site.
No.
It's a lot of like older influences. Do you think that's important to kind of revive those more retro sounds?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I believe, you know, older music, especially in rock music, it's quite important to keep those roots alive, especially because all the music that comes around today has been originated from that. But no, I think it's quite cool that we're bringing back music that originated 60, 70 years ago, and we're kind of writing new stuff.
Yeah, I feel like music in the sense had a charm about it. It was very, you know, it had roots, it was very simple. There was no kind of extra like music production, you know, it was just people and their instruments. So yeah, I think it's important for us to keep it going, you know. And obviously add to it. I feel like, you know, a lot of bands who play this music get that bit wrong, where they kind of just, you know, play stuff from the 70s and don't add.
So Birmingham's kind of like the home of metal in the UK, and whilst, you know, some of you dabble in a bit of metal, it's not exclusively the genre you're dealing with. But how do you think that your roots being in the West Midlands, in Birmingham specifically, do you think that helps uplift the scene and the work that you put in?
It gives us something to follow, because we've got acts, you know, like a specific like number of acts who came out of Brum who we can kind of look up to and say they did that. You know, it's kind of defining, I suppose, for us.
I don't know, I think being from the area where so much of rock and metal, like you said, was born, it's almost like, I don't know, it feels a bit cringy to say that it's like our duty to keep it alive, but it does feel a bit like there's a space and we gotta, like, you know, fill it with what we love.
I love that. Liam, I'm gonna sing you out for a sec. You have a background in musical theatre, as do I read. How do you think that influences your performance as a singer, as a stage purveyor?
I don't know, I think it does. It like I feel like it does sort of leak into my stagecraft a bit. I think it's important to give a dramatic performance as well as having just the music, because a gig is about what sort of like the audience is watching on stage, not just about what they can hear.
Yeah.
To engage all the senses.
You're the lyricist for most of the music.
I wouldn't say most. I think me and Leo do work on it together, because we have a couple of songs that I would say I've written the lyrics for, but, you know, I like having the support, building it together.
I've heard you're quite the poet, a big fan. With influences such as Hosier.
Hosier.
I was writing that question, I was like, Hosier.
Oh, that's
Hosier?
how I say it, so...
Hosier. I'm going to
Hosier.
believe you.
We'll
I
go
feel
with
like you're
that.
an expert. And Jeff Buckley, who, massive fan. So do you think that it's important for, like, lyrically to have songs that are, like, rich in content?
Certainly, that's what I've enjoyed. You know, I come from an English literature background. Studied that A-level. It was ball ache, but I've got something to show for it now. I love reading and writing poetry as well, and I definitely say the songs I write are poems put to music. So that's how I like the simplicity, and I like it helps people engage a little bit more, get the meaning a little bit more.
So you come from a background in music that's so broad. So you got jazz to thrash metal.
Yeah, I mean, I started on as everyone does, on the Nirvana and like Foo Fighters, but I grew up listening the past 4 years listening to metal, straight metal. I've gone proper heavy, all the way to death metal. But recently I've been doing jazz, for like learning jazz on drums, learning drum notation, and I feel like that's kind of mellowed my music taste a bit. I think this band is quite a good mid ground for me because I can still sit and I can hit the drums hard. I enjoy that side of it, but it's got the groove, the jazz kind of soft feel on the drums, so yeah.
I've heard you also play a couple other instruments.
So I've just started playing banjo, mandolin. I've dabbled with piano since I was about 10, but with everything that I've ever played, I've never I'm self-taught and everything. I kind of pride myself in having a bit of a good ear. So you could give me an oven and I'll get a sound out of it. But no, yeah, I played pretty much a lot of things. I guess it's just the thing that's always drew me is guitar. It's what my dad did, and I discovered Led Zeppelin when I was 10, and that was it. That was literally it.
Incredible, because I read that you played the banjo and the mandolin. I don't really know what a mandolin and mandolin is.
So it's like a small ukulele-like instrument.
I saw the film Captain Crowley's Mandolin.
Yeah.
Did people say that a lot? And you're like, oh god, it's the only representation the mandolin gets.
Well, it's basically it's got 8 strings and it's an unorthodox tuning. But it's used in all kinds of genres. It's used in funk. The same with banjo, which is, it really interests me, folk music.
Do you think that's improved your playing as a guitarist, having a wider range of...
It's improved me as a kind of all-round musician, especially in my writing, because you're kind of always looking at ways to go outside the box and write something new. Whereas blues, 12-bar blues has been around for 60 years. There's not much new you can do about it. So picking up a new instrument, trying something new, listening to new music is always a good way to get around.
So you originally played the guitar?
Yeah, I started when I was about 13.
Yeah.
But in high school, everyone played guitar, and I didn't know any bass players, and I was an alright guitarist, but I didn't think I was that great. So I was like, I'll give bass a go to see if I enjoyed it, and if I enjoyed it, then I might be able to get more noticed. I wanted to get noticed as a musician. And I enjoyed it more, and as soon as I started playing bass, I seemed to get a lot more offers on bands, and I'm known as a bass player now. I don't touch guitar pretty much anymore. Yeah, I'm a bass player, but I love it. It's not like I hate to play it. It's not like I've been forced to play it. I chose myself. I love Rush, and Geddy Lee inspired me at first, and I wanted to play stuff like that. And now I'm in a classic rock band, so it's coming to fruition. Yeah, definitely.
If you could just name one song that you just wish you had written first, whether that's musically, lyrically.
Portrait of Tracy by Jaco Pastorius. This is changed bass guitar, and it's I think there's nothing that ever sounded like that before. I don't know how you came up with it. It's if I started that, yeah, that'd been great. That's my song. I wish I could write something like that. Hopefully I will one day.
My song that I wish I would have written, it's gonna have been Dazed and Confused by Led Zeppelin. There's lots of songs on that album, but that one's mine. I'll write that. But no, there's so much going on in that song. I mean, the time period it come from, the early 70s, the synth was just coming around, and they messed around with synth and stuff, and especially distorted guitar. The stuff that they did with it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm going to break the classic rock thing and I'll say Deliverance by Opeth. It's a metal song, but it's 13 minutes long, and it is like a journey, taking the listener on like a journey. I mean, it's got 3 minutes of folk guitar in the middle. I just wish I could write like that, but
you probably can.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear it.
For me, it'd probably be Loving on Borrowed Time by Bobby Bland. So he was around in the 50s when blues was roaring. However, he didn't he didn't get noticed till the 70s. So I feel like he still retains the simplicity of blues, and I love the lyricism, the simplicity of it as well. But it's progressed a little bit more, so it's a little bit more refined.
I just had to quickly come up with another one because you stole my idea. I think it'd probably be Fleetwood Mac's Black Magic Woman, but Peter Green. You know, love Peter Green. I really liked hearing how they started out and how they got towards the end of their career. It's like they're all different bands the whole way through. I like the beginning.
And do you guys have any plans for 2025? Any secrets you can spill? Anything coming out from Alabaster that we can look forward to?
Well, we are currently planning on recording our EP, and I can't confirm when that will be completely done, but it is in the works and it is happening, and it's ticking along nicely.
Good, I'm
very
glad.
exciting.
I've got a quick game to play with you guys, TikTok purposes. We've got Beat That. This is going to become a regular thing because I think it's the best game ever. I need one of you to pick a card. You're going to get competitive. One of you is going to win. I actually don't know what one you picked.
That's impossible.
Well, good luck. Okay, so your challenge is you have to scatter. It says 4 dice, we've got 3. 3 dice on a table. Using only these chopsticks, you have 30 seconds to stack the dice. The top dice must have the number 6 on it. One of you is going to win. I believe in you guys. I think you can do it. All right, 30 seconds. You ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, that's hard. Ah! Why is that so hard?
You got 10 seconds.
No! 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 Ah!
Sorry, lose. Bam. Next.
All right, here you go.
Go.
This is actually really
Less
hard.
panicked than.
You've got that.
Silent panic. No, this is actually a lot harder than it looks.
5 seconds. That's your time. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Had a lot of Chinese dinners in my life.
How confident are we feeling?
Not very. I only hold things like this. I don't do.
I mean, it didn't say how you had to hold the chopsticks, to be fair. There was no specifying.
Wait,
Ready?
I'm not sure this is a good idea, but I'm going to go anyway.
3, 2, 1.
They'll only let me reserve.
It's just lockdown.
This could work.
Got my mates stressing about it.
no.
I've been trying to sell them tickets all week. And they've left it last minute, and now they're all last minute reserved tickets. The only thing I can...
Should leave that one there. Try this one.
Do you know where you dropped it off? Alright, yeah.
Oh, time.
Oh.
Oh, it's tough. It was a good alternative strategy though. I liked it. I feel like you think you're confident. I don't know. I feel like you come into this like ready.
Do you want me to show you how it's done?
Good luck.
Well, I can't actually. Can you blindfolded, mate? No problem. Hands behind your back. You've just got to start seriously. Is there a prize? Did you get anything for it? Is
No, we're doing it. This is part of that.
For what? No, what's it for?
We're in a band.
Oh.
We're performing it.
Oh, yeah. Who's your band then? What's your band?
Alabaster, we're a rock band.
What you do? A rock band? Okay, fair enough. What do you do then?
I think you've gotten the closest so far. I think that was pretty good. I don't know. I think that was pretty good. You've watched everyone. You've picked up strategies. You've got this. You've got this. 3, 2, 1, go.
If I reserve the one, Tim
Tim messaged to say
Why am I like
there were
10th?
tickets online, and he tried to ring the rainbow, but obviously The football's just kicked.
Honestly, I think if you just get 3 on there, I'll be impressed. It doesn't have to be the 6. We've passed that.
Well, that's why James.
No, but you got 3, easily the winner. So thanks, guys. I'm really excited tonight. Good luck, guys. Have fun. I'm so excited. Thanks.